Woo!
Tim.
Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. How are we doing, Ray?
Happy hump day. Yes, sir.
Buzz. Let's buzz and go.
Yeah, Beeha, right? Isn't that what's going on? Beeha! I'm trying
Something
it,
like
Tim.
that. I think that's exclusive on Twitter Spaces.
It's exclusive. Oh, no, man. I've been hearing it everywhere. It's going around. That's what it is to be a bee. How you doing?
Is that
man?
what it's going around? It's good. It's going around like Omicron or something?
It's a catchy thing. It is. I think it's more contagious than that. There you go.
Uh-oh, look out. We have the headliner, Vince Wicker, is on the show with us, and a very special guest.
Very special.
Austin
Austin
DeFi Austin.
Oh, Prof. What's going on?
So this is the official. I should have said it's a nugget drop show. Then yes. We've got people showing up like crazy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Samuel's in the house. Ella says hello. Wonderful bees. Let's get the bee started. Bee party started. Crypto Ventures, the swarm is here. That's right.
Already warm.
Let's go. D-Ray. Let's buzz and go. I love it.
Were you already warm there, Ray?
It is. It's already feeling.
Things are heating up.
You're getting flushed over there?
That's right. It's goodness is about to be dropped, man. So, it's always exciting to hear what's going on,
Because says it sounds like it's getting crazy. Joseph's in the house. Beeha, there's your Beeha right there.
Yeah, see? Beeha, man. Alpha Mike. That's right.
It would be cool to have lunch with Vince sometime. Gerald. The bees rock. All right.
Yep.
Here we go, Will. Thank you very much. All right. What's going on, Ray? Give us some good news.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, number one, crypto is kind of recovered, right? Everybody gets freaked out when it drops. I know we like it. We all get to buy the dips and do the sales. But, it's recovered doing its thing. And, I like when you're in a community, in a group, and you get to kind of hear all the kind of what's going on and why. You're right. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what's neat. It's we're about 12 days in since Bees launched. Very cool. This thing is kind of really just taking on a life of its own. It's amazing to see the community just gravitate towards this profile pic and this NFT and the Bees community, and just kind of take out and do their own things. It's cool to see so many talented people already just doing what they do, right? And it's just neat how it all kind of works out. I know that's what we all been kind of knowing that's going to happen with a lot of NFT projects, but this one was just kind of, it was baked in, man, because we've already had a very, very strong foundation, and now when you add fuel to the fire, it's just explosive, man, and that's what we're seeing. That's kind of what we expected, but I know Austin has got some stuff. I know Vince has got some stuff. Like to hear from what they think and what do they. Just in general, how do you guys feel? What's been happening in the past kind of 12 days, right?
I think it's been really refreshing to see that what we do. Sometimes we get and talk, and it's a lot of what's the word? Inside baseball. We talk about little things that we do and what we do, and you can go back and listen to some of the shows that we were all on and talk about the specific things we do, but. What's been interesting is just describing the process and describing sort of the home that we've been able to carve out for ourselves. And that's been appealing from a crypto and NFT point of view for the people that have run across us on Spaces, who have asked us questions and we've provided answers. And what I'm really excited about is the fact that it sort of confirms our hypothesis that people want a place to learn, a safe place to be and ask questions, and have people who can answer a question, but if they can't answer it, they can go find an answer for you, that you have a place to go and you're not just flailing out there. I think it really makes it work. And so that level of adoption is the wrong word, but the level of the lack of friction that a relationship with our group has versus just learning out there where somebody is buy my course, pay for my Discord, do this, and you basically learn something that they learned 3 months ago and it's obsolete now, right? Why not just go with people who are real time in the market doing that? So that's what I think is pretty cool about it. Austin?
Yep. What do you think, Austin?
Well, thanks again for having me and Vince swarm the T-Ray show. You guys, You two always do an amazing job, and just shout out to the two of you that just continually putting on work, providing value, providing information, providing education, but nonetheless also consistently showing up just by being a solid rock. So shout out to you two, me and Vince swarming the show today. And I think we've seen a lot of tremendous things come out of the Bees NFTs. We all experienced it before for a year and a half of all the talents and skills that everybody's had, but it was almost like it was bottled up. And now it just got unleashed, and we're starting to see people. I mean, like I think Sam spent all day yesterday on Twitter just making derivatives of motion, the bees in motion and stuff. And we're seeing memes come out, and we're seeing, certain videos and people writing articles and just providing energy with merchandise. I mean, I got this shirt on right here that I washed it, so it got a little faded, but somebody put my bees on a t-shirt for me and pressed it on. Oh, so it's just pretty cool seeing all of the talents that people are coming across in with the Bees NFTs. And so what I'm really looking forward to is just seeing what comes out of this. So now we've got these bees. How do we provide value between each other by collaborating, by networking, by just whatever skill sets we may have to take our bees from where they're at now to 100x? And that's where we can capitalize on that value and go and really make impacts around the world. So it's going to be really exciting.
I think what people don't even get is the fact that it's not just taking the bees going to 100x. It's taking the value we all bring to the table and taking that 100x. It'd be nice if my bee is worth 100x, but I'm not going to sell it right now. But what I'm able to do with the insight, collaboration, and community, that's what's going to really make a difference. And I think that people really just aren't prepared for how good that can be if they really just dial it in and they kind of work to just add value along the way.
Yep. I'm down for trades though, Vince. I might trade people,
Yeah, I think listen.
Yeah.
There's always room for another bee.
Yeah.
Right. And if we can help that process along, yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I'm just saying I like all the different traits and kind of see what that rolls out, what entails with that, and who collaborate with that. And the other cool thing is just the networking and the people that are in our group already that know people in other spaces, and it's just neat to kind of start seeing that bubble up and kind of do all that. It's just cool. What about you, Tim? What are you thinking?
I'm very excited. I was just doing, as they say, back of the envelope math. The 12 days, I know it's the 12th of January, but the official launch was on the 3rd, which means we're 9 days into the Bees launch.
Yeah.
I think you said 12, but I know it's the 12th. So it's understandable. I was just double checking the math there.
No, you're right. Absolutely. Because
I like to be accurate.
That was the special part of being the whitelist. You're right. Yep.
But yeah, we officially launched in 21, which was very exciting. But no, about the groups, and I didn't realize this. Now I've been running the Judge and Jury show in the mornings, and I'm going through these mints and everything like this, and I relate, which I started well before the mint out for the bees, and I did not anticipate the excitement and the results when they come out, and then the waiting for the rarity traits to come out and all this kind of stuff, and you get so wrapped up in that. And I have a new appreciation for all the mints that are coming out and people working these projects, and how I go and look at them, I'm like, my mind is flipped. I'm like, oh, it's another NFT, it's completely different now, watching from the inside of what we've done to now going out and look at these projects. I'm like, where are they? What are they doing here? What's going on? And so it's completely changed my outlook on that kind of stuff, which is cool. And then from just being inside this group for so long, we've all gotten to know each other, but now I don't want to say little tribes have formed, like the Bling Bees or the Cowboy Hat Bees or the Captain's Hat Bees, all starting their own things, which is just making it a little more fun, just a little bit, I guess it's more like sibling rivalry of what's going on, and that kind of stuff is fun. I'm spearheading the Bling Bees, and I just got the domain blingbees.club. So we're gonna be launching a site for the Bling Bees. It's gonna be a good time. Austin, are you in charge of the Cowboy Hat Club?
I don't know if that's what they want to appoint me as, but I do have a couple of cowboy hats.
Well, I thought you were going to rally up that group for the cowboy hat people.
Well,
I do
just
have a
know that
cowboy hat, so I can join that club too. I have a cowboy hat. I have a captain's hat, and I have the bling. I do like the look of the bling though. That's like my number one. If I had to rank them, internal ranking factors.
I thought the wannabes, man. You got the wannabes. I thought that
I
was
do, but I'm nervous about them. You know that, Ray. I still haven't, they haven't flushed themselves out yet. So I don't know if people know if that's a real thing or mistake yet, or
I think
Just when I get the rarity that I want, they pull it back.
right. I'm waiting to hit refresh, and all of a sudden some wings show up.
But no,
So,
the thing with that, I mean, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised, Tim. That's pretty cool. A lot of times in these bigger collections, and people are not really concerned about rarity. I think you're, just saying in general, you know what I mean? Because that is it's a nice clean beat, with no wings, man.
yeah.
I like it. Other than his face, it makes me laugh every time.
Lori, I'm not bragging. I'm proud to have all these bees, and very lucky to do that. I'm taking wannabes. Santisi's got some wannabes.
So Austin, and I don't mean to jump in, but is there anything that people can maybe get ready ready for with this, or is there something that you want to do an announcement now, or is not ready, or just in general? Do you want to talk about some things that people can get ready? I'll share my screen, or you can. Either way, man.
Yeah, you'd probably be better off sharing the screen.
Okay.
My webcam might freeze.
Do I need this up? Do I need this up right here?
You can't have that up. You're gonna get me in trouble. No, so just real quick to piggyback on your point about the wannabe, what Ray was saying, I wouldn't focus so much on rarity for a lot of you. As the collection matures, rarity almost becomes irrelevant as far as the valuation of the bee, unless it's like a super, super ultra rare. But even those, as the collection matures, people aren't going to go and buy a bee because of the rarity value. They're going to buy a bee because they can relate to it. So even if a doctor bee is 8,000 in rarity, they're going to go and get that doctor bee because that's how they relate to it. If they're a nurse or a first responder or things of that nature. Same with the cowboy hat bees. There may be a cowboy hat that's 10,000 in rarity, but if somebody wants to come into the collection, they're going to find that bee that correlates with them. And so, like Tim was saying with the groups, the wannabes, the bling bees, you got the black mambas, you got the cowboy hat bees. People are going to navigate to those groups. And so I want to focus on rarity, find something that resembles with you, that resonates with you or the people around you, and have that be what represents you and build value into that. Because there's groups or traits in the bees that they can be the least rare, but they can become the most valuable because of the people holding them and building the value into those traits. So I want to focus on rarity. As a collection matures, rarity, I wouldn't say it becomes irrelevant. That's probably a bad choice of words, but just the value of those traits almost become more valuable than a rarity score.
Right.
Yeah, I think, I would not disagree. I think early on, a lot of the people that are new to our space, who are going to look for those traits and really sort of like zero in on those, and that may have some impact on the secondary market because that's just how the market has evolved. But once the real focus really needs to be, leverage it where you can and don't get distracted by it.
Right. All right. Let me jump on there. Awesome. Let me get this.
Yeah. So you can show some people, because we've had some updates. The properties on OpenSea should be displaying, so it may have to refresh the metadata on your bees. And then secondly, we have a rarity tool that's in the Discord to check the rarity and see all the traits of your bees. And then thirdly, there is a strategy or a tip for best strategy for the upcoming operation in the bees game. And you can click on that tweet, Ray, if you want to blow it up even bigger.
This one here?
Yep, that one. So you might have to zoom in.
Yep.
So you can see in the my Twitter name, Austin.m2, I have the bee emojis. The bee emojis look different on a phone than a computer. So don't worry, there's not a difference in bee emojis. They just look different on a phone and computer. But you would want to, for best tip, And best strategy in the game, have your Twitter name look like that. So mine, for example, is Austin.m2 with the parenthesis, B emoji, comma, B emoji, parenthesis, and then the token ID number. So that cowboy hat B right there is token 5192. So that is what my display name looks like. So for best tip of strategy, if you need help doing that, maybe Ray, you can do it live, showing how you do it.
Yeah. And this is on PC because I'm on a desktop, everybody. But you would go to your profile, and that's this guy, this little icon over here. You click profile, and you will want to edit your profile. And then right here, right, this is where you change your name, right? This is where you would kind of put these B emojis. I really don't know that one off the top of my head, but let's just say I would put 3240. I know that's not it, but that's where where Austin is talking about the token ID. To get these little B emojis, if you're on a desktop, you would hit the Windows button and period, and it pulls up the little emojis. You see how that happened? And that just, again, this is desktops and laptops. For phones, I'll let Austin talk, and then Vince, if you know anything about with the Macs, maybe you can kind of put it out in there too. But that's where you would find this B emoji, and
you just would type. Should you just type B? Can you just type it up there in the search?
Yeah, you can. If you just start typing B, it'll pop in. You don't have to click anywhere. Just type B, EE. Yeah, and see, and then it pops up the B emoji for you.
Gotcha. Okay, so there he is. Right.
Nice.
Cool. There you go.
So that's how to do the B emojis. Do you want to show them how to find? Maybe you can go to OpenSea and show them how to find the token ID.
Yeah.
So just go to the Bees OpenSea.
Yeah. So
before you click on there, you see what he did there? He went to the official website, socialbees.io, the official website, and then he's going to go and click the OpenSea link there. This is the best way to prevent from going onto a scam or duplicate collection. That pathway that he just went.
Because everybody, you don't want to Google search this. I mean, I don't think, obviously nothing's up there yet, but you don't want to put Social Bees in here. You will not want to do that. Maybe now it's fine, but you're going to get all kinds of stuff that you have no idea, right? There's our Twitter, but you don't want to do this. That's why you go to the official sites, you go to Discord, or you go to our website to get all the links. But yeah, absolutely. So to find the token ID, you click in your B, and it's this number right here, right? You don't have to put the number, the hashtag, or the number sign, right, Austin? The number's fine. Yeah.
Just the token, the number.
Gotcha. So that's where you would find it. Wherever your B is, your collection, whatever you got going on, that's how you do it. And that's also the easiest and most safe manner to get this one. Because again, I mean, you want me to show them even about looking in here? You go into Social Bees University. I mean, look at these other ones, everybody. You don't want to mess with that, right?
Right.
That's why you don't search these things. That's why you want to go to the official links, because you head over here and you go and buy a B. You just look at it. It's not even revealed, but you don't want to do that, right? So just saying, this is the reason why we kind of keep going over and over this kind of stuff, because that's what we always talk about, is being safe and secure, and we don't want to get people wrecked.
Right, because I mean, these fake sites came up within 15 minutes of us, our mint, even of the whitelist. Now, I don't think they've really done anything except burn cash and the fact they've had those sites up, or we don't know about anybody who's gone in error. But it is something. That's why we go from the official links either in Discord or on socialbees.io. Like Googling it, I could just run an ad or have really good search engine optimization. If you were to Google it, I could just, I guess, front run you, for sake of a better term, and get there. So the way to do it is to go right into the website or Discord.
And I know we've been through this stuff too. If you're ever looking for any type of bees, you can hit the buy now. And then whatever traits you like, you can click down here, and maybe you like the police bee. Now you're looking at buy now and just the police ones that are for sale, right? So this is how you can kind of sort through things as well. You can also kind of remove the police and go by price. You can do from high to low, the most expensive bees. There you go. That's an expensive bee. 2,500. There's a couple of them, but yeah, you can always look at what people have listed from high to low, low to high, whatever. So, is there anything you want me to hop over to Discord or anything, Austin, or no?
No, but that's a really good question. Is the token ID we use in the Twitter, in our Twitter name, does it have to be the one we choose as our PFP?
So if you're using a bee as your profile picture, I would highly recommend you putting that token ID number in your name. So whatever your profile picture is, use that token ID. And you only need one. So if you hold 5 bees or 10 bees, you only need one token ID in your Twitter name. So if your Twitter profile picture is not a bee, use your favorite bee token ID number in your name.
Mm-hmm.
There's that bad boy.
There he is. I'm gonna switch it now. So edit profile.
Look at that bling.
He's got bling, man. 2060. And that's it, right? Austin got the name, the 2 Bs, or I mean, is something like that, and then 2060, right?
Yep.
I'm good to go.
That's your profile picture. So yeah, so whatever your profile picture is, use that token ID and or your favorite BNFT as your token ID.
Right. See, I made animation too. I can
look at those talents. That dude's incredible. NFT Pepe.
But that's what's cool. Like, you're right. I was really impressed with Sam. He inspired me, man. Yeah. A lot of them with that, what they were doing with some of the bees and how you can animate them. It's very cool seeing how everybody's doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, just wait. I got one for you next week. Just wait.
That's right. See, that's what I'm saying. Get you going, get you motivated, doesn't it, Vince?
But we'll see. It's just I got to fit it all in. I'm spinning a lot of plates, Ray. Spinning a lot of plates.
That's right. I know you are, Vince. I know.
Jonathan's asking if you have multiple bees, does it matter which one you use?
No.
As long as you own it. So you own it, use the one that's your profile picture or your favorite one as a token ID. You just need one.
Gotcha.
All right.
Anything? I heard somebody asking about the Discord and how you see rankings. You want me to show anybody on this on here?
Yeah, might as well while you got it pulled up.
All right, so let me go in here. 992. Cool. So I'm going to go over here. Go over to Rarity Checker. All right, make sure you're on, obviously, Social Bees up here. The icon is right there. Rarity Checker. And go to Rarity. And what was I? I'm crazy, man. What did I say? What's the number?
992.
992.
So you typed exclamation point.
Yeah, you go.
Exclamation point, Rarity, and the token ID number.
And a space Rarity, the token number. And then it pumps up. And there you go.
Fast.
That is a rare bee, man. 222. I like them.
Get Ray flexing. You just flexed on the YouTube show for us, huh?
That's not me, bro. That's
the wrong number.
That's the wrong number.
That's not your number.
That's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that in. So it doesn't matter. Everybody can see my number now anyway. So, but yeah, these black mamas, man, I like them. Very cool. And that, yeah, it's cool how they got all the other traits going on now. Really neat what the teams are doing. Very cool.
No, I think it is really cool. I think when you take a look at those individual scores, they're individual items, rarity scores, and then they sum it up to one rarity score, and then you see where it is out of the 10,000. So it's really, it's a pretty interesting way just to look at it from a data point of view.
Yeah.
They're still in the process of refreshing. Have they gone through everything yet, Austin? And done the refresh? Yeah, they're still working to refresh all of them. But when they do, we'll have a better perspective on percentages, because if for some reason somebody's B image has not refreshed to the new metadata, the calculation will be maybe running off of some of that old data, or it may not reflect, or something may be inconsistent. So with the refresh, everything is becoming consistent.
Right.
2060, right? 2060 is the one you used. 2060.
I'm not gonna put mine up there, man.
Come on, whatever. I can do it later. Just do it
All
now.
right. All right.
Do it.
You want me to show my? There we go. 2060. Yeah.
Ray's really about to flex on us. Get your sunglasses out.
2060.
Look at that bling.
There he is.
Yeah, he's nice. He's in the 118. He's nice.
118.
He got bling
And
diamond,
a honey pot.
diamond hands. Got honey pot, golden tail with that's the amber. It's craziness. Yep, I like him.
Got it all. That is a good one.
That's my boy. Anybody? What about you, Tim? Why don't you show him the wannabe?
I haven't checked the rarity on mine at all yet. So like Vince said,
Oh, that's right.
I'm not going to sell them, so I don't care what they rank. I love them all. Steve-O's asking for 5606.
Okay,
He's got a clean one.
Look at Steve-O was trying to shill his bee on the air.
That's it. That's how you do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
like a torpedo.
That's good, man. He's only got you got antennas. I don't think yours even has antennas, does it, Tim?
No, it's got gold antennas.
Okay.
What number is this one?
This is 6374.
Really?
What? Who gave you that number?
I'm talking about the rarity, man.
Oh, sorry. What did you say?
Yeah. But yeah, that's a wannabe right there.
Nice.
Yep.
Steve-O, you're in the wannabe crowd.
Those are the ones that just look out the honeycomb. They just stare.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's good, man. Craziness.
No, this is really good. I mean, it shows people that there's analytics that are available out there, and I think that we don't even really appreciate how valuable these analytics are, and how when they get applied elsewhere, they're going to be extraordinarily valuable. So take advantage of it, get to learn it, ask questions about the different scores and what those things mean. And then that'll help you as you do other work in the NFT space and go and looking at those. You're looking at these short-term views around rarity, and you'll see how to make moves when you need to.
So to be ahead of the game, remember, change you don't have to change your name, but put the Bees, the ID. And Vince, what is it for a Mac? I know, like I just said, mine's Windows and the.
Oh, I have it written out, so now I'm going to have to go look. Keep talking, I'll find it.
Yeah, it's all good. So, and Austin, what is it for a phone? Is it easy? You said there's a button just for an emoji?
Yeah, because on the phone, when you're editing it, your keyboard will pop up, and on the keyboard, you have your emoji option on the phones. Right. So it's a lot easier.
Yep, cool.
Control, Command, Spacebar.
Control, Command, Spacebar. Let me put that in the chat too.
For Macs?
So Control, Command, and Spacebar will bring up the... should bring up the emoji keyboard. But you can also go if you're all into emojis, you can always actually put a keyboard icon in your menu and always bring it down too. So, but Control, Command,
I'm just putting it in, and I put it for Max. There you go. So that's so how you can pull it up, right? For a different device,
right?
But you want to do that ahead of time. So, get that accomplished, and you'll be ahead of the game. Right? Yes, sir. Also, too, we're going to start going back. I mean, we do have a lot of content here. We have a lot of things that we've done on this show. But, going forward, Tim, I think we're going to do a lot more things on what kind of the BeesSocial is, what seeds are, what we've done with asset-backed NFTs. Everything with beast mode. People hear these terms, and there's a lot of new people in here, and they don't even know what the heck we're talking about, man. So, and it's hard to go back through all that, hours and hours of content. So I think those are some more, just so everybody knows what's coming up. We're going to go back through what BeesSocial is and all the things that we've got going on. Even the
I think it'll be good, especially as the interface changes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just about to say, from the first times we went in there, that the what?
Vince did it. See, shh, Vince.
But things have changed from the beginning. We used to go.
It always changes. The world is constant change.
Version 2, and then they develop enhancements and things change from that point. So
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are laughing about, but I mean, things change every single time.
What do you mean?
And
Come on, what are you talking about? You know,
I was doing my nugget drop face.
that's right. That's
So some people may have missed it. They may have to rewind it, but Vince just dropped a major nugget.
He did.
So
See, so we can all poke each other. See, everybody makes fun of me. Everybody makes fun of Ray.
I had no knowledge of what just
See,
happened.
but see,
you
Ray,
guys
look
pointed
at this.
out like
Look at that.
then-
Smooth face. I don't break.
I know.
I just keep moving.
Blew right through. What are you talking
You just
about?
laugh and just go off to like see they can see it a mile
That's
away,
right.
man.
I already talked. We talked about poker faces. I don't have one.
No, not at all.
But yeah, that's right. We have fun here. It's all good.
yeah, to Vince's defense, I think Jorge dropped it last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anyhow, when he was on here, but yeah, there is a upgrade coming to the Bees exchange that we're all going to be very happy about.
Yeah, seriously. And that's what Scott's asking right here, right? We don't know soon, Scott. That's when. It is, but very cool with everybody, man. It's amazing the team we have here, and growing and growing and growing constantly every day. But the foundation is amazing, and people are constantly working. We have big groups of teams that are, what we talk about, a DAO, a decentralized team, that everybody's just working to protect their own capital. People have been, just putting in the best effort they can because they know what they're a part of, right? And it's cool. We see people trying to attempt to get into the this space and do DAOs and talk about it, but it's very, very different to actually accomplish it and do it. And I could say we pretty much I can say we have accomplished kind of creating a pretty awesome and powerful DAO. And it's just cool to see all the new folks even too getting on a YouTube channel, and you got 75, 80, almost 100 people on live. It's a real cool thing, and it's really encouraging. Like you said, it's been happening, and we get to see the Spanish community. I know we get to see some new countries coming on board. That's exciting too. And all of this, it really kind of lights the fire in us. It energizes us. It energizes the developers. I just got a message just before we came on now about how energized they are just because of what we're doing. Being out here and saying and talking about all the amazing things that they're working on, it really revs their engines. I mean, they get fired up big time, right?
I was going to say, I told you about the guy who said he's following me now from Denmark.
That's right.
So, we got to have a map and start pinning the map about where everybody is. I know we're all over the place, but I haven't seen a Denmark yet. So, but my man, a doctor, tuned in this morning and he said, you just want a follower from Denmark. I was like, all right.
Look at
That's
that.
awesome.
One at a time. Just chip away there.
Well, that's it. And now we got to put the pins in the map. It's going to be fun.
Mhm.
I think that'd be great.
Well, we do have that community anyway. I'm like, tomorrow, Vince, I kind of invited him. We're going to talk to an Arabic community that's been there. And they have been from the beginning. So, big shout out to H and his team. There's a lot of people that have been here, but it's just kind of been just, plugging away like everybody else, keeping their head down, working and doing what they can do in their own communities. And that's the coolest thing, is to see all this, take shape and come together, and then, go out and blow it out the water when we gonna do what's about to come up. I'm excited.
Yeah. So so to hint at, we're all excited, we're giddy, and we know what we've talked behind the scenes about what we're fixing to roll out there in the coming days, coming weeks. But just before we announce that, just look at what this episode's been about, how much education and how much content has just been jam-packed in this 30 minutes. And so it's just really cool. And Ray, you hit on it of how energized the group is. And you talk about a decentralized organization. This is truly a social experiment. This is what a social experiment. We don't know how this is going to end out. We don't know where it's going to become, what the potential of this is, but we are extremely excited about where we are now, what we've accomplished, and where we're headed. And we're full confidence in each other. I've never met Vince and Ray and Tim in person, but I have 100% belief in them to be side by side and going into this technology adoption. And into this. So really excited about it. And what we're fixing to do is a part of the Bees game, Operation Unite the Bees. I know everybody's been really excited and anxious about an update for what the Bees game is or more details. Operation Unite the Bees is going to be a 15 days straight, 24 hours around the clock Twitter space. So we'll be doing a 15 days straight Twitter space. We'll be flexing the power in the global community of the bees, because there's going to be numerous of people, dozens of people that can run a Twitter space, that can talk about the project. You're not going to find that in any other project that I'm aware of. You're not going to be able to find to where I can coordinate with even Vince, Tim, and Ray, the four of us, to run a Twitter space for multi-hours. You're not going to find that. And the fact we have dozens of people that can do it, dozens of people that willing to step up, and that's just the community aspect. That's not including the dozens of people in the Discord that'll be moderating the Discord. That's not including the dozens and dozens of developers working around the clock on websites, smart contracts, development, infrastructure, and then dozens and dozens of people just participating and providing value and everything else. So there's so much value being created in economic energy, and we're about to launch this 15-day straight Twitter space. And part of that is, how do we crunch 18 months of community building, 18 months of culture building, 18 months of relationship building into this 15 days? Because we have so many new bees, thousands of new bees that are part of the swarm, and they don't know the ray of light, but they are a bee. And so how do we, this 15-day space is going to be all about collaborating with each other, strengthening the relationship with each other, strengthening the network of the bees, and just showing why the bees are valuable and why we believe in them and all of our passion. So it's going to take each and every single one of us. Somebody was asking me the other day is, what are the bees? And there's no 100% factual answer. There's not. The bees is all a perspective of who's holding them. Ray's going to have a different answer for what the bees are. Tim's going to have a different answer what the bees are. Vince doesn't have a different answer for the bees are. And every single one of us should have a different answer, because it comes from a personal perspective. We can never replicate 100% factual of what your personal perspective is. It's how you perceive the bees. Why are they valuable to you? Why are you showing up for the live streams? Why are you showing up on Twitter? Why do you have a bee as your profile picture? And talk about that from your personal perspective of what the bees are. And then, one thing is, as far as strengthening the community or strengthening the value of the bees, people have been asking that. And to bring value to the bees, do not focus on the floor price. The floor will take care of itself. The floor price is a representation of the value the communities bring into the marketplace. So as a bee holder, how can you network within the bees hive with somebody to bring more value to the bees? Whether that's writing articles, making memes, launching a meme contest, making videos, doing things like merchandise, whatever it may be. What kind of value, what kind of contributions, what kind of networking, what kind of skill sets, talents, whatever it may be that you can bring to provide value to the bees and make it to where people want to be a part of. So why would somebody not want to pay $400, $500, or whatever it may be, to not want to be a part of this global network? I mean, we've already launched 7 amazing projects with deep liquidity in them. One of them, IU Pixel, going to compete against the metaverse giants in Decentralized and Sandbox. And we believe they're stronger and they're going to become a lot more better and a lot more prominent and be the winner in that space. And we're betting on Pixel to be the winner in the metaverse. And you got StarWire. They're going to rapidly evolve the music and movie industry. Waifu with anime and what they're doing.
And they're bringing the goats too. Don't forget about the goats coming from StarWire.
Oh, there you go. That's them calling. That's calling.
I think
I'm getting in trouble.
That's right.
But
Quick,
trying to mute you.
if they start knocking on the door, we'll know what happened.
But it just shows like what we've already proven. And those are projects launched in partnership and in part of the DAO. They had support from the bees, from development work, from content, from us just believing in the project and supporting it, being community members. The moderators from the bees are now moderators in the Pixel Discord and Starwire Discord, and they are going to rapidly change the industries and evolve and enhance and improve the industries that they're going into. And what else can we create? We have Opus Finance has empowered the bee holders with $25 million, 1,500 rat PE. How do we take, as bees, $25 million and 100x that?
Yeah.
And that's what this 15-day Twitter space is all about. We're going to be infused with capital. And how do we take that capital and launch things that we're ambitious about, ideas, projects? We see it all the time in NFTs. There's artists, there's musicians. Well, you've always wanted to launch something, or you're an artist that you want to be, you don't want to be a starving artist. Well, how do you utilize the network of the bees? How do you utilize the fund from this Operation Unite the Bees to help launch your artistic career, to help get you in your foothold into an industry? Same as a musician. There's probably band members, people that can play instruments, or people that have network into radio stations right in the bees Discord, right in the bees network. So if you're a musician, get in that Twitter space, start networking with people, and see what you can launch out of that. And there's so many more aspects to that, whether it's fishing, outdoors, any industry, marketing, corporate lifestyle, events. We're going to see. I wouldn't doubt it, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a multi-million-dollar event company being launched out of the bees. It's going to be incredibly exciting. In this 15-day space, is all
You did
about
it again.
is all about empowering each other. How do we empower each other with innovation, with talent, with creativity to bring value to the bees? And that's what will take care of that floor price. How do we go and become more dominant or more powerful and provide more value into the world than any other NFT project out there? And I believe in each and every single one of us that our floor should be worth 100 ETH, 1,000 ETH. I mean, shouldn't be a price on it. You should never even value the bee for a floor price because you never sell it. It's more so of that value that bee brings you. You have access to this hive. You have access to the DeFi professor. You have access to Ray. You have access to Tim, and what they've already been able to create. And that's a small percentage of what the bees are. So that bee gives you access to fulfill your ambitions, to fulfill your dreams, to fulfill your ideas, and get the talent, the network, and the collaboration from a global hive from all over the world. So I'm just excited, but get ready. We will be announcing a little bit more details about this 15-day Twitter space. It's Operation Unite the Bees. How do we empower each other? How do we collaborate with each other? And we will be launching that in the coming days, within 3 to 5 days.
Okay, to answer Melanie's question, who do you contact with regards to your skill sets? I mean, we're going to be on spaces, so if you get a chance to drop into a space, you can, if you've and just try to contact us this way. Follow any of us on Twitter. Send us a DM. DMs are open, and just kind of walk through like that, and then we can all get together and figure out how to work together. I mean, there's never really been a time where we get a chance to do something like this. And the only thing I'd add to this is that we have a unique opportunity to really grow this community, but we have a unique opportunity to really go deep with this community. And the people who made the choice to work with us, we're going to make sure that we all live up to that expectation. I mean, so it's on us as much as it's on you to get involved. So we're going to do whatever it takes, and we really just appreciate everyone being here, and that's what we want to make sure that other people can really get the vibe that other people can take away to be a part of this.
Yeah, I mean, well, and that's what this spaces is about, too, Mel. I mean, plug in to them big time, because that's what he's talking about with networking and, collaborate, thinking of ideas, bouncing them off of each other while we're in spaces. People want to know, who can do what in there. And, I mean, I'm excited. I know I've kind of met you already, and it is awesome. Your story, everything. You're not going to have any problems kind of connecting and hooking up with somebody that, want to collaborate and work together and kind of blow this out the water. Because What you're talking about, Austin, there is nobody that could accomplish something like this, man. And in one day, we've got it, locked in. Not, I mean, the people that can accomplish this, right? And how amazing is that you can reach out to a community like that, and in less than 24 hours, you have a calendar set where you can have this kind of filled up and take care of this. I don't know of another community that can do that, right? And then still yet hold maybe have YouTube shows going on at the same time, still have dev teams running and developing, still have guys on the whiteboards coming up with genius ideas. This is not a small project. This isn't a small NFT group. This is a very put together DAO, and anybody that's got a bee, cherish that and feel blessed. If you got more than one bee, what Austin's talking about too is be selective. I know maybe some people might want to sell a bee, but think of it this way: who can you add on that's going to make this even stronger, right? Maybe it might be, maybe you can make a kind of recapitalize and everything, but also put the thought in of who's going to make this bee, who's going to make my bee or whatever, all of this collection stronger. That's how you look at it too, because it is just kind of a way to plug in to this pretty cool group here. So
yeah, what's crazy about NFTs and that we don't realize it sometimes is for the first time in human history, there's something that represents the value of people.
Yep.
I mean, you think about that. You ask somebody what the most valuable asset is, and we've talked about it a lot on here. They're going to tell you gold. They're going to say you big data. They're going to tell you oil. They're going to Bitcoin. At the end of the day, all that innovation, the house you're sitting in, the computer screen you're looking at, the phone in your hand, all of that innovation was built by who and built for who? People and people.
Right.
And so when people ask me, I kind of laugh and they say, there's nothing backing NFTs. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
An NFT was backing that NFT as a person, and that is the most valuable asset. And so that's why you see these NFTs becoming so popular, is because they are representing you. If you are holding an NFT or holding a bee NFT, representing it as your profile picture, that value built into that bee is the value that you provide. And so
yeah. Yeah, those NFTs. I mean, when I talked to a friend of mine, he said, well, I just don't think a picture of LeBron James dunking is worth whatever. To which at first it was like, no, you have to understand. And then I finally said, you know what? Maybe that market's not for you. Because the person who wants to purchase that believes in that market, believes in the authenticity, and believes that the provenance of that particular piece, they know where it came from and all that. They believe in that, and they bought into that market, and they know there are other people in the market like them they can buy or sell it with. But for somebody who doesn't know anything and they just want to kind of go off the cuff, it's just not the market for them. You can't convince anything of people. You can't convince people of things that they're not ready for it. If they're not ready for it, that's it. I mean, that's the other sort of caveat in this whole process. That's why we're doing these sessions for 15 days straight. We want to be there and get people ask questions. I know dumb questions. We just kind of work through whatever questions they may have and have conversations with them. And it's just going to be our part, what we're doing. Like one of our primary focus, I mean, yes, we're going to recapitalize with this fund. Yes, we have these NFTs. Yes, we have this great community. But the thing that we do better than anybody else is onboarding people into crypto and teaching them. And I just can't stress enough. I participate in a lot of different groups, on Discords and doing other things where people are trying to onboard people. And it's just one group I'm in. It's just one person with maybe some help every now and then. She'll get a burst of help on a Tuesday or Sunday. For the rest, she's just not sleeping. She's doing her other job and trying to keep up. Just the process of onboarding one person, when you sit down and talk to somebody and try to help them through just fix something with their MetaMask wallet, that could take hours.
Right.
But your patience, you're part of the community. We're doing this. It's worth it. And I think that is why we keep doing it that way.
Yep. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And it is. I mean, it's you can tell somebody to go watch a video. It's not going to help them when they run into a snag, right? And that's how people get kind of wrecked and messed up. But yeah, I mean that's what we've enjoyed the whole time. It's been cool since the very beginning back in September 2020 to do that and to make, because that is a cool thing to be able to make kind of friends and to be trusting in each other, is to walk each other through that kind of process. But that's that's what's cool about our group too. I do like that. And we are on a lot of calls, and Austin's right. We talk a lot, and we have yet to meet. But I know that that's going to change soon. We get to kind of find it somehow all connect, and it's going to be an awesome time, good time. But what else with this?
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
No.
Okay.
You were ready to crack. He's like, okay, let me go. Let me go to my notebook.
I give it right back to you. That was for you, Vince. I pushed the
Tim,
button.
this is for you. I
Yeah.
want to let you know that 2 + 2 = 4. Just from earlier today.
No way, yeah. But that's awesome.
Just doing the math. Yeah.
I mean, the way that's going to roll out. That's very cool, man. Because a lot of things that we talk about, we are kind of NFT crazy. We're crypto crazy, really. We rolled out.
I think we're just nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, we launched a live NFT launch on a YouTube video on here. You saw the whole thing. You saw how fast things moved and how fast things got corrected. It's amazing, right? You will not see that. And now, you got these guys coming up with this awesome, crazy idea about holding a 15-day straight. Because I'm just asking, Austin, has it ever happened? Anybody ever do that before?
The only one that I'm aware of is I think it was 9 days or 11 days. The University of Oregon came out. It's not the University of Oregon. It was some players, and they were lobbying for a better head coach or something. And so they were staying on there until the University of Oregon joined so they could talk about it. So they kept it going for about 11 days until they're able to talk to the university about the coach.
And they did?
Yeah, they ended up coming on.
Oh, cool, man. See? Powerful. That's right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Right, John. Principle before profits. That's why it's working.
Yep.
They got the guy from Georgia, right?
Is that
I'm not sure. I don't know much about it. But yeah, that was, as far as the lengthiest Twitter space, that was the one I'm aware of. But it's going to be cool. I mean, for 15 days straight, you'll be able to meet each other, hang out with each other. More specific details will be coming out about how some of the technicalities of it all. But this is Operation Unite the Bees. This is the first round of Unite the Bees. And so it's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy of what comes out of this. So I've seen Mel had asked what any specific needs we may need right now. I think one thing that we could use is we do provide a lot of content, but maybe a way of optimizing some of that content, whether it's writing like a Twitter thread or like a summary of a YouTube show, or I'm not a very good writer. I know Vince is a great writer. He's got a lot of articles in his books. But I mean, that's one thing, just maybe summaries of shows or summaries of a Twitter space or summary of the overall project is something that's good, but also just thinking, innovation, creativity, brainstorming, energy, offering energy as far as just excitement and stuff like that is another thing that I'm always pushing forward to.
Right. No, it is. That's cool. But Vince, you got any announcements? Anything coming down the road, or what you got going on? I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm just
no. I just wanted to add one more thing about the Twitter Spaces. So we're announcing these 15 days of Twitter Spaces, and if you're lucky enough to be one of the people to get to run one or participate in one, like a co-host or be a speaker, that's going to be awesome. Yeah, it'll be a little bit tiring, but everybody shouldn't think that they're going to have to be there for 15 hours like they're watching like a telethon, right? We're going to be there. Come in, see us, make sure you don't miss anything, but you don't have to be there around the clock. We know you have lives, but just come in and check with us and be a part of this community, because we're going to we're doing this for a reason, and we want to make sure that you don't miss anything. So just please, just know that we'll be here. There's nothing handcuffing you to a phone, and there's nothing handcuffing you, but it's definitely something that encourage people to listen in, encourage people to listen, because there'll be somebody there at any time, and that's what will happen, and that's the benefit of it, and that's the benefit of what can be done with Twitter and Twitter's algorithm and what we're going to be doing. So any ideas people have, please follow us on Twitter, DM us, let us know. We'd be happy to incorporate your ideas. And if you want to come in and talk about a topic and pull one of us aside and just ask if you want to come and talk about a topic on one of the Twitter spaces, there is always room for great content and conversation. So thank you. That's all I wanted to add.
Right on, man. And like Alpha Mike here is saying, some of us are going to be crazy. Some of us will be on there for 20 hours.
We're psychos. We are psychos. We have gone bleep crazy.
That's right. We went be bonkers, man. But yes, exactly. And then space. Okay, so BeesSocial. There you go. 9 to 10, and that's what's cool. Like I said, we have a global group already, everybody. So it's just cool that all of this is going to spin up, and everybody's going to really experience what the bees are, man. Very, very, very pretty powerful group, and can't wait for it to grow, because it will grow. It's gonna very quickly, and do we want to? You got the Opus? You gonna do that, Tim? I don't want to jump on your toes, Tim. You already got mad at me for putting up a comment.
I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at anybody.
Tim never gets mad. Tim just.
I tried to pull up a comment and he pulled up. We fighting. It's all good.
Jonathan wants more clarification on the Bees game. Is it running during the 15 or starting after the 15?
This 15 days is the first operation of the Bees game. So this is the Bees game first operation is this 15-day Twitter space.
Blammo.
Right. So in 3 to 5 days, the first operation is launching. So yeah. Awesome.
And just so you know, from a crypto staking gas fee point of view, as you might be able to look at when you review some of the white paper around the game, the only sort of crypto transaction you're going to need to undertake, if you don't already have one, it's actually get a B. But if you don't have a B, if you have a B already, it's only going to be what you do after the operation is over. It's going to really be a crypto transaction. So there's nothing that you're going to need to do, like a staking or doing anything beforehand. So just join in, participate, listen, and then at the end, then you have to do a transaction, and that'll all be presented. We're going to be updating documents and articles, so you know exactly what you need to do. So just kind of roll with it. We will let you know when we have all the details, because the last thing we want to do is have anybody get stressed out. And whether or not will you find honeypots or gain them by being involved in Twitter spaces,
You have to find out, Jonathan.
I really can't say, because every time I see the Thug Nugget thing, I start to twitch a little bit. So I'm not even going to hint at anything at this point. But if I were to say that, oh God, there he is. He's coming back. I think that just wait for the details. Right. It's not. Why would we give out these details right now when we could give out the details when they're already baked and ready to go? So it's to set your expectations appropriately.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here's another one. For those who own multiple bees, how do we handle each one? With care.
Carefully.
Jump up and down, screaming in joy of how freaking exciting it is to hold multiple bees. That's amazing.
You put them all on a necklace.
Yeah,
put them all on a necklace and just have around.
You just go skipping through the daisies, letting them swarm around like Ray does.
That's right.
I just wanted to, I guess, close it out. I know it's been an hour, but I'm just saying this 15-day Twitter space is purely a social experiment. Right. It is, and that's probably not the best words for it, but this is a social experiment at its finest. How are we going to collaborate? How are we going to come around each other? What kind of relationships are going to be built out of this? What kind of innovation can we come up with? What kind of creativity are we going to bring? What kind of energy? What kind of excitement? So just for that being said, we are going into this just as excited as everybody else. We're anticipating this. There's a lot of unknowns going into it. You can't predict what's going to happen 10 days from now. So we are preparing ourselves as much as possible, and it's just going to be let's buzz and go.
Right.
And again, none of it was financial advice. I think Tim threw that up there maybe a couple of times, but nothing I say is financial advice. I want to make sure that is on record. Nothing I say now, nothing I said in the past, nothing I say in the future will be financial advice. So it is right here on record. No financial advice ever given. And let's buzz and go.
Right. Let's buzz and go right there, Jonathan. That's it. And it is. We're talking about a game, Austin. It's just a game, you know. That's the whole idea. It's a game. Have fun, man. So, yep. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for
no problem.
Yep. And just
my pleasure.
I'll see y'all tonight again because we hang out a lot. But
exactly right. So if you got your right there on the bottom, well, no, it doesn't say that now. I switched over to financial advice, but yeah, check your app store, download your Opus ID, and then you can use these QR codes coming up to mine your OS. That's a nugget, by the way. Mine the OS. We'll just leave it right there.
I didn't see the Thug Nugget blinking, so I don't really believe you. I don't believe it at all. Not at all.
Not officially a nugget. Let me tell you, we run them after every single show. So if you can't figure it out, maybe Bees is not for you. But
I'm just slow.
But there you go. So tomorrow's Thursday. We'll be back Friday night with that's within the next 3 to 5 days. So we'll maybe have another launch off of what's going on with the Twitter Spaces and everything else. But fun stuff. I'll be back again in the morning with the Judge and Jury show. If anybody wants to join me there, I give out nuggets every day. Come on by because none of
But only if you're from Denmark. Only if you're from Denmark.
Yes, I have a huge following in Denmark now. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll see you later.
You too, man.
Take care.
Yep.